Hello students, how are you today? I hope that you're doing great. Now for this lesson, we are going to look at property 3 of exponents. So let a be any number other than 0, where m and n are integers. So a to the power of m into the power of n equals a to the power of m times n. Okay? Now with this property, let us do part 1. Okay? Now we say that we have got 5 to the power of 2 into negative 7 times 5 to the power of 8 into the power of negative 3. So let's have it as 5 to the power of 2 times negative 7. Okay? Times 5 to the power of 8 times negative 3. Okay, so this is equal to 5 to the power of negative 14 times 5 to the power of negative 24. Okay, so then we get 5 to the power of negative 14 plus negative 24, and this will give us 5 to the power of negative 38, which is the same as 1 out of 5 to the power of 38. Okay, now you can note that this is our property 3. And here it is property 1. Okay, all right, so let's now try example number 2. So for this one, we have a half to the power of negative 2 into the power of negative 9 times a half to the power of negative 3 into the power of negative 5. So this will be a half to the power of negative 2 times negative 9. Then times a half to the power of negative 3 times negative 5. Okay, now this will give us a half to the power of 18, that is negative 2 times negative 9, times a half to the power of 15, that is negative 3 times negative 5. And finally, our answer will be a half to the power of 18 plus 15, which is equal to a half to the power of 33. So that becomes our answer. Okay. All right. Now we look at example number 3. Okay. So we have a to the power of negative 2 into the power of 7 times a to the power of negative 8 into the power of negative 4. So using property number 3, so we get a to the power of negative 7 times a to the power of negative 2 times 7 times a to the power of negative 8 times negative 4. Okay. We get a to the power of negative 14 times a to the power of 32. Okay. Negative 4 times negative 8, that is 32. So now we use property 1 such that we get a to the power of negative 14 plus 32. Okay, and that will give us a to the power of 18. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, now we look at the final example where we have negative b to the power of negative 3 into the power of negative 6 times b to the power of 6 into the power of negative 3. Now we use property number 3. We get negative b to the power of negative 3 times negative 6. Okay, times b to the power of 6 times negative 3. Then this will give us negative b into the power of 18. That is negative 3 times negative 6 times b to the power of negative 18. That is 6 times negative 3. So you can note that this is negative b and this is just only b. So property 1 cannot apply here. But remember that since this power is 18, 18 is an even number, it can be that negative b to the power of 18, it is the same as b to the power of 18. We have seen that already in previous examples. Okay, so now we will rewrite it again and say that we write negative b to the power of 18 as b to the power of 18. Okay, because they are equal. Times b to the power of negative 18. Then we can use property 1 because this is b and this is b. They are the same. So we have b to the power of 18 plus negative 18. We know that 18 plus negative 18 is 0. So we get b to the power of 0. And we also know that any number to the power of 0 is 1. So here we have 1. So 1 is our final answer. Okay. Now I believe that you have understood how to use property 3. Okay. Now I want you to answer the questions that I'm going to send to you. Okay. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Goodbye.